Hi everyone, I'm Mojupe Salmat. Today I would like to show you 3 ways by which you can write text in Adobe Premiere Pro. So guys, today we'll be looking at 3 ways by which you can write your text in Adobe Premiere Pro. In the previous video we were talking about how to write your text using the default still writing style. If you want to write your text in Adobe Premiere Pro, you go to the title in the menu bar. When you click on this title, you can see new title, you can see default still, we have the default role, and we have the crawl. The default still is the normal one that we write when you write your text in Adobe Premiere Pro. When you write your text, it's a still image that will just stand in a particular position. It is still because it is standing in a particular position, it's not moving from that position. But when you talk about default role text writing style, when you watch some movies, you have maybe in the beginning of that movie or at the end of the movie, they will write the crew, the cast, the cameraman, driver, they'll put all the names of all those that have participated in that movie in a role manner, just like the one that we have here. We have the crawl texting style. We are trying to give a kind of breaking news. When you see some news scrolling under the major news, you use the default crawl, just like the one we have right here. When you're trying to advertise the product, you are not giving us all that hint concerning that product or concerning that company, so you can use the default crawl titling style. Let's click on the first one, the default still. This one, I've already used it in my previous video when I was talking about how to write a title or how to write a text on a particular video. If you haven't watched the video, I'm going to put the link to that video below this very one so you can watch it later. Now let's click on the default still and write 1 or 2 texts. Click on the default still. A dialog box is displayed, so you give a small title to what you want to write. Just click on OK. It will display where you are going to write the text. You can pick the text too. This is your text too. Another thing that I want to talk about is that on this interface you can see this particular arrow or this particular icon that we have here. It also contains all the text style that I just spoke about. It contains all this writing style that we just spoke about, that is the still, the crawl, and the row. So when you click on it this way, or when you put your cursor there, it will show, because this interface you're looking at is for the still titling style in Adobe. So when you click on this, let's choose the options for roll or crawl. So let's click on it. Let's see what is there. So when you click on it, so you can see it's saying that do you want to write using the still or the roll or the crawl. We have the crawl left and we have the crawl right. Then here you can set the time you want. When you are writing using the crawl or the roll, you can set the times you want it to start, and you can also set when you want it to end by checking this box here. When still is checked, you can see that when I click this box for it to start and end, nothing happened because the still writing style is not meant for moving text. But when I choose row now, when I click this, the time is going to start rolling or the time is going to end. Then you can see that I'm able to click both. Then when I click the crawl, either crawl left or crawl right. Okay, let's say I want to use the still writing style. When I click on the text, this is a still image that is not going to move. You can expand this using this text size. It's make it easier for you to expand this. Use any of these fonts that we have. here. Then you can change the color of the text using the fill. When you come to the right hand side here, you can see fill type. This one is white, so when you click on it, it will bring up different colors that you can change it to. You know, when I click any part of it, it will change. Then I'll click OK. Then you see that the text has changed. So you can change your color, you can stroke the text, you can use inner stroke, outer stroke. So this is an example of the still writing style or titling style in Adobe. So let us write using the role by pressing Ctrl T. So let us call it role. Now we want to write using the role. So let's look at the default scroll writing style. You click on OK. Another dialog box is opened. Then you see the interface where you can write using the scroll. Let's put the 3 on the timeline. Let's see how it's gonna look. We have the still, we have roll, and we have the scroll right here. So guys, let's see how it's going to play. So this is the still one, the default still titling style. You can see that the image is not moving. Then we have the roll. You can see the way it's moving up, and we have the scroll. So I hope you like the video. Don't forget to rate it, comment on it, and subscribe to my channel.